terms of cups. So, you know, if that's Mickey Mouse, then I mean, God knows what everything else is, because I think for us to achieve that, I think it's quite extraordinary. It really is.
Winning those 5 trophies with Liverpool, which was the club of my heart, is different, you know. And when I say the club of my heart, you know, practically failed after that.
We were really looking forward to the 2001-2002 season. Let this be the one where we win the league.
I felt ill on the half-time of the game against Leeds. I don't want to go back on that, I'm sorry.
Gerard Houllier underwent a dissection of the aorta, the main vessel carrying blood to the heart. He's now on a ventilator in intensive care.
Puts life into perspective, puts football into perspective. Obviously our thoughts are very much with Gerard, and particularly with Isabel at this time, and we just wish him a very speedy recovery.
As might be expected after an operation of this nature and complexity, recovery is inevitably a slow and gradual process.
It almost felt as if the doctors were trying to keep him away, but he was adamant he wanted to be back, and it felt like he came back in far quicker time than he was supposed to.
I remember that day because when I came on the pitch, Capello was there. When he saw me, he hugged me. He went through the crowd. Gradually, that I was in the stadium and I was back. Special night.
I think Gerard came back too soon, and he might disagree. I don't think he was the same person.
It's easy to have regrets. All I can say is that I was far too early, and I probably paid it afterwards.
With Houllier back in the hot seat, Liverpool entered the season in 2nd place, their highest Premier League finish. But the team could not reach the same heights in the following 2 seasons. The pressure was mounting on the boss.
If people decide, you know, that I'm not the right man for the right place, so what? I mean, I'm not important. I'm not here for myself. I'm here for the club.
We were hugely concerned about his health. We were very concerned that he'd nearly given his life for the club.
So if the club thinks, well, Houllier shouldn't stay, so I mean, the people in command, in charge, have to decide that.
By then, we wanted to be winning. We wanted to be contenders. We really needed to be contenders for the title. We weren't.
But as far as I'm concerned, I know what we're going. I know it's been a rocky year, but we'll get there.
And it was a sad day when we decided that we had to make a change.
I don't know, maybe my health played a part. People ask me, you know, what is your contribution? I said, my contribution is nothing, apart from the fact that the team finished 4th and they were allowed to play the Champions League.
I heard and I read that they want to go back to the 60s and the 70s culture. Well, fair enough, but not with me.
My first night with my wife in Liverpool was raining cats and dogs, or dogs and cats, how you say? Cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs was a big storm, and we said, oh, we are coming from Valencia, and then we come here.
Rafa was an exciting appointment for us. It was very much a case of the key credential for us is we need somebody who's won one of the major European leagues.
The former Valencia boss, Rafael Benitez, has been the favourite for the job ever since he quit the Spanish club.
Valencia, we didn't have too much money at this time. We were, I don't know how you say in English, is punching above your weight, or something like that.
We chose him rather than Mourinho. We thought Rafa was much more Liverpool's style. He had a bit more humility and was a bit more down to earth.
I'm European champion, so I'm not one of the bottle. I think I'm a special one.
Famously, he walked into a bar full of Liverpool fans and had a drink. And everyone said, oh, great, you know, man of the people and all that. Well, he'd gone through the wrong door. He thought he was going into his hotel. But once he's there, that's how all Liverpool fans are. I'm not just going to walk out. So he, almost by accident, got the city and got a sense of what it was about.
Very quickly, Benitez also learned about the internal tensions at the club.
Literally the first day Rafa arrived, I had to tell him that Steven Gerrard had decided that he wanted to go.
I haven't been really happy with the progression of the club over the last 2 years. For the first time in my career, I've really thought about the possibility of moving on.
I think during the Euros, Steven pretty much decided he wanted to go to Chelsea. The mistake Chelsea made was letting Steven come back to Liverpool after the Euros. They should have kept him on Abramovich's boat.
After coming home from Euro 2000, sitting down with my family, I've decided that I'm staying on at Liverpool Football Club.
In the end, what I told him, if you go to another side, maybe you can win some trophies, but you will be one more. Here you are Stevie G, the captain, the legend, and everybody will remember you like that.
Benitez set about changing the direction of the team, bringing in Spanish playmaker Xabi Alonso to create a fabulous midfield duo. But Chelsea's interest in Gerrard had unsettled Liverpool. They knew that Mourinho's team were miles ahead in the league. Everywhere Liverpool looked, it was Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea.
We were in the stairs at Anfield and it was a very nice conversation because they were winning. As soon as we started winning, things were getting worse in terms of the relationship, but okay, that is normal when you are competing, and it's a style everybody knows. I try to be more respectful, but okay, each one can decide what he prefers.
We had that huge disappointment of the League Cup, but the irony of playing against Chelsea and Steven scoring the own goal after everything that had gone on, but then in the dressing room straight after the game saying, I hope we get them in the Champions League, as indeed we then did.
I think it was so good, the team was so strong that nobody was expecting that we could go through. And the Luis Garcia goal, and they say, oh, it wasn't a goal, that could be red card for Peter Cech at the beginning of the game. So, and I think it was very clear that it was a goal that we deserved because we did what we have to do to score this goal. You have to give credit to someone like Liverpool at this time, that against the best team in the Premier League, we could do so well that we could go to the final.
The atmosphere was amazing.